All right, friends and family, it's time for another week in real estate review. So, look, it is a phenomenal time to sell, right? I'm a homeowner and I'm seeing my net worth drop because my home equity is dropping. And yet I'm telling you it's a great time to sell, right? The question is always, where are you going? What are you trying to accomplish, right? So, it might not be the best time to sell. But if you're trying to maximize your equity, you should have sold in May of 2022. We know that now, but you didn't. Last week, go back and look at it. You can go to the capitalandinfluence.com/blog and you can look at last week's video. And we talk about why May of 2022. And then we start tracking down the loss. And we're averaging about 2.2% per month. So here's what's interesting. Okay, buyers, I know this, I sound like I'm talking to sellers a lot because I am, because we still have record low inventory, like incredibly low inventory, which makes it even harder for you buyers when prices are dropping. So sellers, this is why I'm telling you it's a great time to sell your home. You have buyers that are ready to go. So buyers, pay attention. This is also why you want to buy now. This is why you want to start tracking data, which we'll get into at the end. Let me tell you why. So we're waiting right over here, month over month. We're waiting. We've got January's numbers in. Now we're talking Glendora to Rancho, not the city of Glendora, not Long Beach, not Rancho, not Moreno Valley, not your specific city. This is 8 cities that we've chosen, the foothill cities from Glendora to Rancho Cucamonga. So we've got December's numbers. They're in. That's a healthy number to close out at 756. Now, what does that look like? This was the last week of December right here. We had 16 listings. We had 33 new contracts go in. Look at 33 new contracts in the last week of December. I'm telling you, sellers, the holidays are a great time to sell. 73 houses closed escrow. Those probably got opened in November. Average days on market 40, not a big deal. Average close price 693. Expired was 15. Now, you might be saying, Ryan, you just told me that the average was 756. You're correct. That was for the month. But this right here, this is just for the last week. Because now what we start doing, if we just look at the month, let me get back up here. If we always just say December to November, it looked like this. From December to January, it looked like this. It doesn't help you forecast, right? That's what we call a lag measure. It's already done. There's nothing you can do about it. When we start tracking lead measures week over week now, so look at this. Now we can start saying, hey, we might have hit a plateau in the month of January for pricings? Have we fallen all we are going to fall? So we were at 713 the first week of December, right? That we went up, but overall down from the month of December. Okay. I'm starting to track expireds and holds. We want to see holds is fun for me. It's another conversation, but I also want to see if homes are sitting on the market so long that sellers are refusing to sell them and they just expire out. So we're going to track that as well. So first week over the second week, how'd the second week treat us? Our active listings went down. So we would expect new contracts to decrease, but they didn't. They went up because inventory is low. Buyers are buying what is out on the market. Sellers, great time to sell because buyers are still buying. There's just nothing out there. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Closed. We had 57 closed. That's great. Average days on market went up, right? Sales price went down. These are the things that we would expect to see. The longer the house sits, that's because prices are going down. Buyers are waiting to see how low they can get it, right? But pay attention now, buyers. We went from 713 to 703 to 702. Okay, so this is where you got to start paying attention. Average days on market 38. That declined a little bit as well. Close the escrows are down. New contracts are down, but new active listings are up. So what we want to see now with these new listings is what's our days on market look like and what does that do to price? So week over week now, we kind of hit a little plateau, right? The month of December, we're at 756. I did the 702, 630. You'll see that number right there. That's a 7% drop from the average sales price in December to the average sales price thus far in the month of January. Am I suggesting that price dropping might have plateaued? I am. Why? Because we've had a nice decrease since May, right? May was the peak. We dropped June. We dropped July. We dropped August. We had a decrease in September, October, November, and we had a decrease in December. So 7 months of prices falling. We're in about a 20% hit price fall from May to December. Okay, it's 19 and change depending on the city that you live in. And we can still absorb about another 5 to 6% drop in pricing and still be at the same value that we were May of 2022. It's because we had such a record high increase. That record high decrease might come away, but we're still sitting really pretty from a 2020 perspective of home values, right? Okay. So why am I telling you it's a great time to sell? Look at this. I did this in the month of December because I had to know 1.6 months of inventory. That's insane. That's about as low as it was when everybody couldn't buy a house, when there was a buying frenzy. Our month supply of inventory, some of them were less than a month, 0.8, 0.9, 0.6. But for the most cities during those 2020 to 2022 crazy steep run up, we only had about on average 1.5 months of inventory. That's where we still are. Sellers, there are buyers who are ready to buy. These are well qualified, great buyers who are looking to purchase a home because they recognize the drop in equity puts them in a position, and they're qualified enough to realize, hey, 6% is an average mortgage rate, right? So now you have reasonable buyers looking to purchase a home, and they have nothing to buy. Sellers, we would love the opportunity to earn your trust and your business because we need houses to sell, right? So I'm saying if you're remotely thinking about selling sometime this year, you have to give yourself at least 60 days on the market heads up right now. Plus, we're going to need a photography, getting a house ready and all that. So if you think you're going to sell your house in March, we need to have a conversation today, right? If you think you're going to sell it in June, we need to start talking in April. These sort of things, right? Buyers, right now you can make a run. Sellers are taking a little bit of breath. They want to sell. This would be a great opportunity to ask for an interest rate buy down instead of hitting them more on the price and saying, hey, help me get from a 6.25 into the 5s again. Like, this is such a great opportunity, buyers, because you can start negotiating for interest rate buy downs so you can get into the 4s and 5s depending on where you're at. And you're buying at 20% less of purchase price. It's a phenomenal opportunity to be in the marketplace right now. Have a great rest of your week. Remember a couple of things. We love moving the kingdom forward through capital and influence. We love being in business with you. You are valued and you are appreciated. Have a great week.